When I say that Security Breach was supposed to be an entirely different game with a completely different plot,
I mean, you're right. Security Breach was absolutely supposed to be a different game with a different plot. You pointed out a bunch of things in the trailer that don't really make sense and weren't featured in the final game. The only thing that you're a bit off pace with is this happens with basically every game. Like, this isn't a FNAF thing that went awry. Most proof of concept trailers feature a bunch of stuff that isn't featured in the final game. And that's because proof of concept trailers, first trailers, are made well before there's even a working demo in the engine. They are essentially mock-ups. They're something to make the general gaming public get hype over. And more often than not, things change, because game development is kind of a fluid process. It is extremely rare for there to be, like, a plan for a game, and then that plan is realized whole cloth from start to finish. Game plots, game assets, game scenarios, all of those change immensely over the course of the game's development. They have to, because resources change, time frames change, staff changes. It's easy to think that, game development teams or particularly prolific game developers have some grand image that they try to make their games into as they develop them. Like the final plot for games was decided a long time ago. But really, everyone's just kind of making it up as they go along. And I mean, that's not just the case for video games, that's the case for, TV writing as well. You might have an idea of where you're going with it, but the general details change a lot from start to finish. This is a bit of smoke and mirrors that every game developer basically uses. It's just that the FNAF fan base is built around all of this crazy stuff, like finding elements in the books, playing ARGs, and so on and so forth. They just noticed it more. But as far as game development goes, this is actually business as usual. Good on you and the FNAF community for noticing it, but it's just any other Wednesday for people in the industry.